wondered what makes New England's motorcycle roads so special? Where else can you ride from sea level to above the clouds, through 6 distinctly different states, all within a day's ride of each other? In this video, I'll take you through 15 motorcycle routes that showcase New England's everything from coastal cliffs to mountain passes to covered bridges and historic towns. When riders talk about the perfect motorcycle road in New England, the Kancamagus Highway tops almost every list, cutting through 34.5 miles of White Mountain National Forest. The Kank gives you everything from dense forest to open mountain peaks. Many riders rush through the route, missing the best stops along the way. Plan your journey to include scenic overlooks like Swift River and Rocky Gorge, where crystal waters flow alongside the road, creating perfect rest spots. The road itself feels designed for motorcycles. Smooth pavement wraps around gentle curves that dance with the mountain terrain like a perfectly choreographed performance. You'll climb over 2,800 feet in elevation, feeling temperature changes as you rise through the passes, all while moving through a rhythm of turns that remains engaging without becoming overwhelming. Fall transforms the Kank into something magical. From mid-September through October, the forest explodes into vibrant red, orange, and gold hues. These colorful trees set against blue sky create unforgettable photo opportunities. Starting in Lincoln and ending in Conway, or reverse, you'll enjoy minimal traffic lights and commercial development, with natural surroundings throughout. Remember 2 essential tips. Fill your tank in either Lincoln or Conway, since there are no gas stations along the highway, and bring an extra layer, as temperatures often drop 10 to 15 degrees at higher elevations. Vermont Route 100 is the backbone of motorcycle riding in the Green Mountain State. It stretches an impressive 216 miles from the Massachusetts border all the way up to almost Canada, following the natural contours of the Green Mountains. While many ride the full length of Route 100, this designated scenic segment offers an experience unlike any other. Taking time to explore transforms your journey. In Warren, locals at the general store often share stories of hidden swimming holes while offering fresh-baked maple cookies. These towns embody Vermont's authentic character. As you ride, you'll pass through landscapes that seem straight from a postcard. The road winds past famous ski resorts, maple syrup farms, and countless covered bridges. Around every bend, the mountains create a perfect backdrop for your journey. Summer and fall are your best bets for riding Route 100. The road surfaces stay in good condition, with either lush green valleys or spectacular fall colors, depending on when you visit. The sweeping turns through valleys alternate with mountain passes, creating a perfect mix of riding experiences. Route 100 connects you with authentic Vermont culture. At Morse Farm, Mr. Morse himself might demonstrate traditional syrup-making techniques passed down for generations. Pro tip: the section between Waterbury and Stowe offers the best combination of curves and mountain scenery. Ride on weekdays for less tourist traffic. The Mohawk Trail carves a 63-mile path through the northern Berkshire Mountains of Massachusetts, following routes that Native American traders used for centuries before us. Don't let the fact that it's in Massachusetts fool you. This historic byway can hold its own against any northern New England road. Many riders overlook this gem, assuming Massachusetts can't deliver serious riding experiences, but America's first designated scenic highway proves them wrong with every mile. The road delivers everything a motorcyclist craves: tight technical sections demanding full attention, mixed with sweeping curves that let you flow with the machine. As you climb and descend through the mountains, the landscape transforms continuously around you. When you reach the famous hairpin turn, pull over and pause. The vista gradually reveals itself. Massachusetts, Vermont, and New York unfold before you. 3 states merging into one breathtaking panorama that rewards your journey. The Mohawk Trail's accessibility sets it apart. Riders from Boston and New York can reach it for a day trip, experiencing world-class riding without planning a vacation. You can leave the city at dawn and be carving mountain roads by mid-morning. For the most technical riding, focus on the stretch between North Adams and Greenfield. Just watch for gravel in early spring when winter sand might linger in the corners. If there's one place in New England where you can experience mountains and ocean in a single ride, it's the Acadia National Park Loop Road. This 27-mile route on Maine's Mount Desert Island packs in more diverse scenery per mile than almost anywhere else on the East Coast. Acadia gets packed with tourists during summer months, potentially leaving you stuck behind RVs and rental cars. Once you're on the one-way portion of the loop, you'll understand why timing matters. On your left, waves crash against Maine's iconic rocky coastline, the salt spray hanging in the air. On your right, dense forest forests climb up mountain slopes with pine-scented breezes filtering through the trees. The scenery transforms every few minutes as you round each new bend. The road itself won't challenge experienced riders. The surface stays smooth with gentle curves that let you take in the views without needing total focus on your riding. The real magic happens when you branch off and climb Cadillac Mountain. At 1,530 feet, it's the highest point on the entire eastern seaboard.
From Cadillac's summit, you can see the sunrise before anyone else in America. The view stretches across islands, ocean, and forests in every direction. To experience this natural beauty without frustration, ride before 8 a.m. or after 4 p.m. and get your park pass online beforehand.
The Litchfield Hills Loop brings together Routes 7 and 63 to create what might be the perfect day ride through western Connecticut. This route winds through rolling countryside that most riders zoom past on their way to Vermont or New Hampshire. Don't make that mistake. Connecticut's western corner houses one of New England's best-kept secrets. Take the time to explore what others miss as they rush northward. The route delivers variety at every turn. Tackle tight technical sections, twisting through dense forests, then breathe easy as the road opens into sweeping curves past classic New England farms. Small towns appear frozen in time. White church steeples and historic buildings line main streets with timeless charm. Kent Falls State Park offers a perfect mid-ride break. Park, stretch your legs on short trails, and photograph the cascading waterfalls. For an authentic local experience, stop at the Wandering Moose Cafe in West Cornwall. Their homemade pie energizes any rider. The West Cornwall Covered Bridge provides an essential photo opportunity. Just watch for weekend traffic around Lake Warramog. The beauty of this loop, you can ride it almost year-round. While mountain routes up north remain snow-covered in early spring or close early in fall, this lower elevation gem stays open and rideable when others can't compete. Want to ride to the highest point in Massachusetts? Mount Greylock's Scenic Byway takes you up to 3,489 feet above sea level, where on clear days you can see 5 different states spread out below you. It's the kind of view that makes every mile worth it. Here's the catch that catches many riders off guard. This road isn't always open. The Summit Road closes completely during winter months, and some riders make the trip only to find locked gates or roads in rough condition. Always check current status before heading out. The 16.3-mile route demands your attention, with tight switchbacks and serious elevation changes. Like scaling a medieval fortress, each turn challenges your skills while rewarding you with increasingly spectacular scenery, spanning Massachusetts, Vermont, New York, Connecticut, and New Hampshire. At the summit, Bascom Lodge offers food and drinks to celebrate your conquest. The Veterans War Memorial Tower provides the ultimate panoramic vista across all 5 states. The feeling at the top is unmatched. You've conquered Massachusetts' highest paved road on your motorcycle, creating a sense of accomplishment few other rides deliver. Be prepared. Upper sections frequently contain loose gravel that has caught many riders by surprise. Also, pack an extra layer regardless of season, as summit temperatures run 10 to 15 degrees cooler than the base. The Connecticut River Byway gives you something special, a ride that crosses 2 states while following America's longest river. Running along New Hampshire's Route 135 and Vermont's Route 5, you get constant views of the water as you travel from state to state. Here's the challenge with this route. At over 150 miles long, many riders don't know which sections to focus on. They end up missing the best parts by trying to cover too much ground in one day. As you ride, the road stays close to the river in many spots, giving you perfect water views. You'll encounter historic treasures like the Windsor Cornish covered bridge spanning between the 2 states. This engineering marvel stands as the longest wooden bridge in the United States, with local legends claiming it was designed using principles from Leonardo da Vinci's notebooks. Beyond the beautiful river views, the ride's mellow pace makes it ideal for those seeking a leisurely tour. Take time to explore riverside towns like Hanover's Dartmouth College campus or Brattleboro's charming shops. For the best experience, ride between Wells River and Woodsville for optimal river scenery with lighter traffic. Don't miss Quechee Gorge, Vermont's Little Grand Canyon, a natural wonder that perfectly complements this relaxed journey, ideal for touring bikes or developing riders. Ocean Drive may be the shortest route on our list at just 10 miles, but this compact loop around Newport's southern tip packs in some of New England's most dramatic coastal scenery. This small ride delivers big views with every turn. During summer months, Ocean Drive becomes congested with tourists, testing your patience and potentially forcing less persistent riders to turn back before experiencing the best parts. The secret is timing your visit during spring or fall when the weather remains pleasant, but crowds thin considerably, allowing you to enjoy the curves rather than sitting in traffic. The route offers a remarkable contrast, finds its character. On one side stand magnificent Gilded Age mansions, architectural monuments to America's wealthiest families who built these extravagant, quote, cottages in the 1800s. On the opposite side, the Atlantic's waves crash against rocky shores, creating a natural soundtrack for your journey. This perfect juxtaposition of ultimate human luxury against the ocean's raw power creates the feeling of riding through a living history book while experiencing premier coastal vistas. Coast to Breathless Lane close. Consider stopping at Brenton Point State Park to stretch your legs and watch colorful kites dance in the wind. For the best experience, schedule your ride on weekdays to avoid weekend congestion that frequently overwhelms the stunning coastal loop. New Hampshire might have the shortest coastline in New England at just 18 miles, but Route 1A Coastal Byway makes every mile count. This compact route from Seabrook to Portsmouth gives you more ocean views per mile than almost any other ride in the region. Many riders treat this as a quick connection between Massachusetts and Maine, missing the coastal treasures along the way. Last summer, I watched a fellow rider pull over at Hampton Beach, initially planning just a 5-minute stop. 2 hours later, he was still there, mesmerized by the perfect waves and boardwalk atmosphere, texting me that he'd found the real New Hampshire. The road hugs the Atlantic entirely, showcasing crashing waves, sandy beaches, and rocky shoreline. You'll experience Hampton's classic boardwalk charm, Rye Harbor's working fishing boats, and Odiorn Point's natural coastal trails, perfect for stretching your legs. This relaxed ride features gentle curves and minimal elevation changes, making it ideal for all skill levels or those wanting to enjoy scenery without technical challenges. Route 1A truly showcases New Hampshire's coastline, offering a perfect contrast to the state's mountain roads. Avoid summer weekends when beach traffic creates standstills. Take the short detour into Portsmouth's historic downtown for excellent dining in one of New England's oldest seaports. Earlier we talked about Vermont Route 100 in general, but now I want to focus on the officially designated scenic section, often called the Skier's Highway or Vermont's Main Street. This particular stretch runs right through the heart of the Green Mountains. This designated scenic byway spans 138 miles from Wilmington to Waterbury, distinct from the general Route 100 we mentioned earlier. Along this official route, you'll pass through 20 classic Vermont towns, each with authentic personality. These are genuine communities where Vermonters have lived for generations. The route connects major ski areas like Mount Snow, Killington, and Stowe. Many riders return in summer to experience these mountains on 2 wheels instead of skis. What captures Vermont's essence here? Covered bridges over clear streams, sugar houses producing maple syrup, country stores with local products, mountain views changing with each mile, all connected by smooth, winding pavement. For the best experience, focus on the stretch between Weston and Ludlow, offering perfect curves and scenery. When needing a break, Rochester makes an ideal lunch stop with several motorcycle-friendly restaurants. If you're looking for the ultimate motorcycle challenge in New England, it's hard to top the Mount Washington Auto Road. This legendary route climbs 4,618 feet over just 7.6 miles to reach the highest peak in the Northeast at 6,288 feet. The road itself demands respect. The average grade is 12%, with some sections reaching a steep 22%. Your motorcycle's power works harder as the air thins, creating a heart-pounding ascent akin to climbing a natural roller coaster that gets steeper with every turn. The narrow road offers no guardrails in many sections, with drops of several hundred feet. The weather on Mount Washington can change in minutes, earning it the nickname home of the world's worst weather. For your safety, check weather forecasts carefully, bring cash for the toll, and use low gears on the descent to prevent brake failure. When you reach the top on a clear day, the reward justifies every tense moment. The view stretches across 4 states, into Quebec, and all the the way to the Atlantic Ocean. Standing at the highest point for hundreds of miles creates an unmatched feeling of accomplishment.
What makes this road legendary among riders is the bragging rights. You conquered the Northeast's highest peak on two wheels. Don't forget to buy the "This Bike Climbed Mount Washington" bumper sticker at the summit.
Moosehead Lake Scenic Drive loops around Maine's largest lake, offering 70 miles of riding through some of the most pristine wilderness in New England. This remote route doesn't get the attention it deserves because it's far from major cities, but that's exactly what makes it special. The roads combine Route 6, 15, and local connections, taking you through small logging towns that haven't changed much in decades. You'll experience constant views of the massive 40-mile-long lake with mountains rising in the background. Crisp scent pine fills the air as you ride, accompanied by the rustling of leaves and distant calls of loons echoing across the water. This true Maine wilderness offers remarkable wildlife encounters. Moose frequently appear in early mornings or evenings, alongside deer crossing roads and eagles soaring overhead. Witnessing a wild moose step onto the road delivers an unforgettable mixture of awe and caution.
What defines Moosehead Lake is its profound remoteness. Minimal traffic, virtually no commercial development, and miles of untouched nature surrounding you and your bike.
Before starting the loop, fuel up in Greenville. Gas stations are sparse along this isolated route. Maintain moderate speed around blind corners, especially at dawn and dusk when moose crossings present a genuine hazard. A collision with a 1,000-pound moose ends poorly for everyone.
The Cape Cod Scenic Byway winds 62 miles through Route 6A, taking you through America's oldest continuous European settlement area. While many riders stick to the faster Route 6 to get across the Cape quickly, they miss out on the real character and charm that this historic road offers.
Route 6A carries you through centuries-old villages where historic homes from the 1600s stand as living testaments to generations of Cape Codders. The road meanders past salt marshes where shorebirds feed, around protective sand dunes, and through working harbors where fishermen still launch their boats at dawn. The ride offers a gentle, relaxed pace rather than technical challenges. In Barnstable, locals recommend stopping at Barnstable Market for homemade sandwiches using recipes passed down for generations. In Dennis, fishermen at Sessuit Harbor Cafe serve lobster rolls just hours after bringing in their catch. What makes this byway extraordinary is its preservation of Cape Cod's maritime heritage. Each small town adds a chapter to New England's coastal story, from Yarmouth's shipbuilding legacy to Brewster's sea captain mansions. Take advantage of beach access points along the way for breathtaking ocean panoramas. Consider extending your journey via ferry to Martha's Vineyard or Nantucket with your bike. For the most serene experience, visit during spring or fall weekdays when the coastal beauty shines without summer crowds. Oxford Hills Scenic Byway combines routes 26, 117, and 118 to create a 50-mile loop through western Maine's lake and mountain region. It's one of those hidden gems that most riders miss while rushing to Maine's famous coastal spots or heading north to Acadia. This oversight works in your favor. While others crowd the coastal highways, you'll have these curvy roads mostly to yourself, like discovering a forgotten treasure map in the heart of Maine. Western Maine hides some of the state's best motorcycle curves among its forests and lakes. The route mixes sweeping corners that let you lean into perfect turns with rolling hills that create a rhythm as you ride. Mountains rise in the background while crystal clear lakes reflect the sky alongside the road. Small New England villages appear around bends, offering perfect spots to take a break. Oxford Hills strikes that perfect balance between challenging and scenic riding with minimal traffic. It's technical enough to keep your attention on the curves, but relaxed enough to enjoy the surrounding beauty. For the ultimate Oxford Hills experience, ride Route 117 between Norway and Bridgeton, where you'll find the perfect combination of curves alongside beautiful lake views. While there, take a worthwhile detour to Poland Spring to see the historic bottling facility where the famous water originates. The roads surrounding Franconia Notch State Park offer some of New Hampshire's most dramatic mountain scenery, all packed into a compact riding area. While everyone talks about the Kankamagus Highway, many riders miss this equally impressive but less crowded alternative just a few miles away. This route creates a perfect loop by combining portions of I-93, which becomes a scenic parkway through the Notch, with routes 3, 18, and 116. Unlike typical interstate highways, I-93 transforms into a true scenic byway as it passes through the Notch, with mountain walls rising on both sides. The parkway section maintains a strictly enforced 45-mile-per-hour speed limit that state troopers take very seriously.
Riding through Franconia Notch delivers an immersive mountain experience, with sheer cliff faces towering above, waterfalls cascading down rock faces, and the historical site of the Old Man of the Mountain. Though the famous formation collapsed in 2003, the dramatic landscape remains breathtaking.
This compact 30-mile loop lets you experience multiple natural wonders. Stop at the Flume Gorge to walk through an 800-foot natural ravine with towering 90-foot walls, the perfect break to stretch your legs while surrounded by nature's grandeur. Nearby, the basin's swirling waters have carved smooth bowls in the granite, while Profile Lake and Cannon Mountain offer motorcycle-friendly parking. Watch for sudden weather changes as the Notch creates its own microclimate. Temperatures can drop quickly, and clear skies can turn to rain with little warning. What makes New England special for riders is how much variety you get in such a small area. You can ride coastal roads in the morning and be in the mountains by afternoon. These 6 states pack in more diverse riding than almost anywhere else in America.
September through mid-October offers the perfect blend
Of stable weather, comfortable temperatures, and spectacular fall colors, creating an unforgettable natural backdrop for your journey. As you experience these remarkable roads, remember their popularity comes with responsibility. By riding respectfully, observing speed limits, and preserving their beauty, you'll ensure these treasured routes remain vibrant for future generations of riders to discover and enjoy.